Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I've got something hopefully kind of cool lined up for you guys. I've got my friend Jacob coming in from out of town with his Lexus IS250 from 2014, I believe it is. He just recently put like brakes and rotors and some new wheels on it. He's just trying to make it, you know, kind of a cool daily, little simple build with it. But he just got coilovers for it. He's a little bit worried about doing it on his own, so he's coming over to the house for me to help him put them on. He's going to be spending the night, so he'll be here today and tomorrow. Hopefully, you know, we'll be able to get some good footage of us installing the coilovers, and hopefully it'll end up being kind of a tutorial for you guys, because, you know, I know coilovers end up being a lot of people's, you know, first big mod on a car, and it's definitely something that most car guys want to do to their cars, to go for that dope boy stance, you know what I mean? But yeah, hopefully this ends up being kind of a tutorial, because once you've done coilovers on one or two cars, it's basically the same thing. So yeah, he's going to be getting here in the next like hour and a half, and I don't plan on doing much with the car tonight because we haven't seen each other in like a year, so we're pretty much just going to kind of chill whenever he gets here for tonight, and then we'll get to wrench in tomorrow. But yeah, we'll pick back up once he gets here. Alrighty guys, Jacob's here. We're about to head into the Blue Lagoon, nice little local restaurant we got out here. Grab us some boigas and some of this sweet ass iced tea they got in here. It's real good. Back at the house, about to set up the PS2. Shit's gonna be dope. What you got in there, boy? What you got in there? What? Wow, with the foil and everything.
Oh, gee.
Oh my god, underground 2.
Oh, gee.
Damn, underground 1. Oh my god, San Andreas. This is crazy. It's gold on the PS2. This is gonna be dope. Yo. Pero like, wow.
Over here. What's over here? It's the cockpit. What?
Alrighty guys, it's the next day. I'm about to take the Mustang out of the garage so that we can go ahead and put Jacob's IS250 in here, and we can get to work. Hopefully this doesn't take too long, so we can, you know, hang out tonight after we're done working on the car and stuff. But yeah, let's get to it. Alrighty, we've got the car in the garage. Now it's time to go ahead and get it up on jack stands and start working on this thing. Alright guys, so we've got it up in the air. We're gonna do the fronts first. So his car has a sway bar. So with any car that has a sway bar, since the right and the left side are connected by that sway bar, you wanna make sure you do both sides at the same time so that you relieve any of that pressure from the sway bar. Because if not, once you undo that linkage for the sway bar, that thing is going to pop up or pop down, you know, depending on how you have the other side, and you can hurt yourself or break something, and it's going to be nearly impossible to put the other ones back on. So yeah, we started, you know, taking off a couple little things here and there, but yeah, we're not really that far into it. So word to anyone doing the coilovers on an IS250, so your ABS sensor plugs into the back of the knuckle right here. See if I can get a good angle there. So this is the back of the knuckle. There's the rotor, here's the knuckle. Your ABS sensor plugs in right here. Now, as part of doing this coilover job, you have to undo this upper joint right here, and when you do, this comes out, and if you don't undo that ABS sensor, this thing is going to come out and it's going to yank that ABS sensor out. So if you guys have an IS250, you're doing coilovers, you might see on YouTube videos that you have to undo the ABS sensor from the coilover, which is true, you still have to do that, but do not forget to undo it from the knuckle, or else you will have big problems, okay? Alrighty guys, it's been like 2 or 3 hours since we last spoke, but we're having an issue with this ball joint, like bolt up here. I don't know if you can see it, it's kind of dark. Oh, but right up there, oh, there we go. Where that castle nut is, it's like a ball joint right there, and it says in every video that we've watched that you can kind of just smack it with a hammer and it'll come loose, but that definitely did not work. And then we got like a special tool to try and get it off, but that didn't really work. So we have a couple ideas, but it's too late to really try them. So we're gonna call it for tonight, and we're gonna try again tomorrow. So we'll catch up again then. Okay, so I was gonna say small victory, but I'd call it a large victory after how long it's taken us to do this. So we came back today after I got out of work. We went to AutoZone, we took back that other tool we had, and we got this other one right here, this bad boy, and this worked perfectly. So we actually got one that was a little bit smaller, and it didn't work because it was too small, but then we went back again and got this one, and this one worked. So yeah, for any of you guys doing the IS250 job, you're gonna need this to be able to remove this top bolt. Which is crazy because we watched like 4 or 5 different videos of people doing it on the IS250. Nobody used this thing. So kudos to you guys that figured it out, but we dum-dums could not, at least until we got that. No longer dum-dums.
All right, so now after we remove the nuts from the strut tower,
Yeah.
you're gonna come down here. You're gonna remove this bolt from the lower control arm and your shock. After that has been removed, pull.
Careful with the brake line.
Pull that down. Right out.
Oh yeah.
And around the side. And here is your old coilovers.
Alrighty, so now we got to get the first new one out. Let's take a look at these bad boys. Racelands. Yeah.
Woo!
That's very good. I like this.
Very nice.
Hell yeah. Alrighty, now it's time to put them on. Alrighty, so the driver's side front is done. Let's see, we've got the coilover in there. We set it to the right height that we want. We tried to go like pretty much as high as we're comfortable with going, while still, you know, looking like the coilover's got a good amount of threads inside the bottom. But yeah, that's one side done. So now we're pretty much ready to drop the stock one on this side now. We're pretty much ready to drop the stock one in on the passenger side now. So about to get to it. Alright guys, so initially, if you remember, I started with saying, you know, we got to do like both sides because of the sway bar and shit, but we ended up at one point kind of just doing one. We finished the driver's side, as well as you saw in the last update. We went onto the passenger side, and then the shock didn't want to come out. So we realized it was because we ended up tightening this driver's side before we put in the bottom bolt for the other side at the bottom of the shock. So any of you guys doing any car with a sway bar, I want to reiterate, make sure you do the front ones at the same time and the back ones at the same time. Because if not, because of the sway bar, you're not going to be able to put in the, you know, if you put in the driver's side first, you're not going to be able to put in the passenger, and vice versa, unless you do them at the same time. So something to keep in mind. Alrighty, so we just got the front buttoned up completely. We're about to put the wheels back on the car, put it on the ground, and see what the ride height looks like on the front. This is going to be dope. Here we go. Okay, so we got the fronts on, but I'm gonna wait till we do all four to reveal the fitment. But we've got the rear up in the air, so we're starting to get the interior out from the trunk so we can access the like top bolts. But I'm gonna start working on everything on this side under the wheel well. Alright guys, so it's the next day. I'm here at work. I just realized I didn't record anything else last night, but so basically we got the driver's side rear shock or coilover all the way in and installed, tightened and everything, and then we went to do the passenger side, but you know, because we had kind of buttoned up everything on the driver's side, we weren't able to get off a couple of things on the passenger side, so we realized we would have to backtrack on the driver's side and kind of, you know, do them at the same time. So, but it was getting real late. It was already like 12:30, like past midnight, and you know, I got to get up at work for like 6:45. So we decided to call it for last night. So yeah, once I get off of work today, we're gonna start working on it again. And really, I think we only have like an hour, hour and a half, maybe 2 hours of work left. So hopefully we're getting close to the end of this. It's been a lot longer than we had anticipated. If you remember at the beginning of the video, like 3 days ago, we thought we were going to get it done in like 2 hours and then just be able to, you know, hang out. But it's been a bit of an ordeal. So I guess, you know, this is really just a lesson for, you know, not only myself, but really any of you guys wanting to get into working on cars. You really got to overestimate, you know, how long it's going to take for these jobs to get done, because I've definitely noticed with my experience, jobs never take the time that you think they're going to take. It's like always longer. It's like, I would say you should pretty much double however long you think you know, it's going to take. Like if you look at a job and you're like, yeah, it should be like 2 hours, the thing's going to be like 4, bro. So, yeah, like I said, it's been an ordeal, but hopefully, you know, we get it done today. So, we'll check back in with you once we get back to the house. All right, we're back at the house, about to start working on the car. So we've got a game plan. So we're gonna, you know, go ahead and move on with that and see if it works. Hopefully it does. Wish us luck. Success! We finally got past that roadblock we had earlier that I was talking about, and we've got both coilovers installed. We're literally just about to do final torque on everything, put it on the ground, and take it for a test drive. Right. Alright guys, so we just finished the test drive. We're here at the local Wawa. It's time to do the reveal. Check this thing out. Yeah. Dude, this thing is beautiful. Yeah, man, this is awesome. Super stoked for him. So yeah, it took us a little over 3 days and a couple trips to AutoZone. But
And leverage.
many much leverages. And yeah, we definitely learned a lot from this experience. It's crazy how this is my third coilover job that I've done. 2 of my cars and now someone else's. And still, you know, we ran into enough issues for someone who's now done it 3 times to still have to, you know, wait till the next day or try and do research to figure something out. So it was definitely a humbling experience, and I'm glad we went through it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we'll see you next time.